Have you ever felt like your prayers are hitting a ceiling? Like God is silent or distant, no matter how desperately you cry out? Maybe you're battling a besetting sin, and the guilt has left you feeling unworthy and overlooked by God. If that's you, Psalm 51 holds a life-changing truth. After committing adultery and murder, David pens this psalm of repentance. And in verse 17 he writes, "My sacrifice, O God, is a broken spirit. A broken and contrite heart you, God, will not despise." Did you catch that? God doesn't despise a broken heart. In fact, it's the very sacrifice he desires. More than religious rituals or empty words, God is drawn to the humble cry of a heart crushed by sin. Why? Because brokenness is the birthplace of true change. It's only when we come to the end of ourselves, fully acknowledging our sin and desperate need for God, that his transforming power can flow freely in our lives. But brokenness isn't a one-time event. It's a continual posture of humility before God. David understood this. That's why his prayer wasn't just for forgiveness, but for a clean heart, a renewed spirit, and restoration of the joy of his salvation. So if you feel like you've blown it, if your prayers seem to be going unanswered, don't lose heart. God's timing is always perfect, even when it doesn't make sense to us. Keep crying out to him in humility and faith. Remember, the sacrifices of God are a broken spirit. Your brokenness, as painful as it is never wasted when laid at the feet of Jesus. It's the very thing God can use to rebuild, restore, and revive you from the inside out. So today, don't run from the breaking. Embrace it as an opportunity to draw near to God like never before. Let your heart be broken for what breaks his, and watch as he mends you with his mercy and love. If this word encouraged you, give it a thumbs up and share it with a friend who needs to hear it. And make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss our next video. Remember, nothing can separate you from the relentless love of God, not even your deepest failure or sin. So keep pursuing him with a broken and contrite heart.